And I have to be so beautiful. And I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. And I have to I have to make sure to be careful in what I say all of the time. But I have a note that I want to say right now. And I'm not allowing these people to rent space in me or any of that, okay? And I'm putting it out here right now, today. And I could try to, explain a little bit, but I'm not trying to have a long video right now. I got some other stuff I want to do with my time, being who I am. I am outside. Anyway, it's people who are literally fighting me, who are like just poor, broke, lousy, good for what? Not making much money at their job, sitting up there constantly trying to hurt me. And they want to hurt me, and then they turn around and they gonna hurt each other, and they want something from me, and then they're gonna want to share it, and then they're gonna want to hurt the next person because they're gonna want more before they sell, and they're gonna keep going through the same vicious cycle over and over and over again. And you wonder why you poor. You wonder why you're not making no money on your job. You wonder why you have to keep. And this is the part right here that I say, I'm about to get, and I'm about to say this on the video. You wonder why you have to keep. You wonder why you have to keep trying to kill and steal and rob for food constantly. Now, I done stole some things before, but I ain't never had to rob no motherfucking body. I ain't never had to kill nobody. I ain't never wanted to kill nobody. I ain't never wanted to rob nobody. I have shoplifted because I'm an excellent shopper. But hold on, it ain't no excuse. Because I'm here today. I'm talking about what the fuck is going on today. Right now, reoccurringly in the courts, all over the place. I don't care who got you doing it, but you wonder why. You have to keep doing that for your food, you got to keep killing for your food. Meanwhile, I'm trying to grow gardens. I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying to be beautiful and see things grow. You're trying to kill to eat. I'm trying to grow to eat. And then, how does it ever make sense for me to grow my food and then turn around and eat it, and you kill yours and turn around and eat it? Still eating it, huh? But that's where you got me fucked up, because I'm not the same as you. And I'm going to keep living my life and figuring out what I have to do, because I'm not a killer. I'm not a murderer. And yeah, while things are alive and living and well, plants breathe and they have oxygen and all kinds of things. And this is why motherfuckers wonder why there's so much fake shit out here, because people don't have to go through the trouble of going through all this different stuff constantly over and over and over again. But I'ma make it. I'ma make it. And I am not going to have to worry about you, because you're going to keep doing everything that you want to do. And you say, oh, it's just you that we hate, Jasmine Renee Davis. You're the only one. Oh, well, you just keep it up, because you're going to find that you're going to run into somebody else that you're not going to like. Or you gonna get a motherfucking assignment like you doing now too, right? And you gonna have to hate that person, and it's gonna get worse. And you know what? Bitch, you not doing what the fuck you supposed to do. You sit on that motherfucking phone or that goddamn computer and you write all your fucked up ass reports, and you keep doing the same thing over and over, and you don't have time to talk things through. And so where are you growing? Where are you learning? And then you said you're trying to tell somebody to get on some drugs. You need to hope your ass don't get motherfucking slipped some shit that you're not looking for. You're out here being involved in everybody else's problems, everybody else's business, and those people, all you're doing is bringing harm. I don't do that. I am out here and I'm running my mouth today. I'm talking my talk, because you know what? I can. And this is something that came across to me. I don't have to say that I'm better than you, but I know that I'm better for myself. I know that what I choose in my life is going to be long-standing and long-lasting, and I'm going to keep doing everything that I have to do in my life to make it. I am not going to spend my days trying to figure out a way how to murder a motherfucker to get something that they got, or to kill, or to hurt, or to be dishonest. That ain't the job that I want. But what I am going to do is continue to learn about this law. I don't care how many of y'all don't want me to come to your motherfucking schools, and then you wonder why motherfuckers sit up here getting in trouble. I got videos how them motherfucking... It shows you right there what they do. Them same motherfucking people are the ones that's getting people fucked up out here and stealing their money and calling motherfucking rape and shit. Yes, they are. And you know what? Motherfucker might tell me, shut your ass up. Because why? Rape is a serious thing. So is murder, motherfucker. But you know what else is serious? Slander. Defamation. Oh, don't worry. Congress is picking up on this shit. And I don't have to be a constituent, but people are coming awake to y'all motherfucking games y'all keep playing. They making it illegal for y'all to do the things that y'all doing. Because why? There's nothing that you have to ever do. You do not have to do what you doing to make money the way you making money. People want to live. And you all are destroying people just to take somebody down, just so somebody can traffic them and get rid of them because you want something that they qualify for, but you don't qualify for. But you want to just take somebody down and hope that one day you'll qualify. But you want to be able to not have to work your ass off and whatever so you can breathe through the situation so that you can grow into what somebody already the fuck is. You want to sit up here and study me and you still can't get it. You still can't master my voice. You can't switch it up. You don't have the talent. You don't have the smile. You can't vibe like I'm vibing. You don't switch lanes like I switch lanes. But yet and still, you believe that you can replace me. You can't. You can't replace me. I'm not replaceable. I'm not replaceable. I don't care what you know that you can do. Anybody can do any motherfucking thing. Believe that. But I'm not a person who can do any motherfucking thing. Now what? I don't want to do any motherfucking thing. I want to make choices for my life. I want to make sure for me, for myself. I'm out here. You're not. You're not living. I'm calling legitimately. And you motherfuckers steady make it a hard time. You playing games. You don't, and these motherfuckers ain't just only from Wisconsin now. These bitches all over the United States on the phone fucking with me. Fucking trying to fuck shit up for me, rather. Oh, yes, they are. It's something important about my name. They did all kind of background. They put that shit together, bitch. And they mad. And you know what? But you put it all together, you mad. And what you gonna do? Steal the names. Still not gonna be your natural born names. This is my natural born name. These are my natural born facts. So you gonna all, that's just like a motherfucker sit there and go and change their face and then be fucked up. I've seen it. They have people go do plastic surgery. The motherfuckers sit up there and lose it. They be all fucked up on drugs and everything because they don't like looking at themselves in the mirror. Oh, they can't recognize themselves. They didn't have too many motherfucking plastic surgeons. Ain't no telling what else didn't happen in their body. Trying to be something else instead of growing. Rub your face. Do the things that you have to do. Change. I'm not telling you not to because there are plastic surgeons out there that are important apparently and they have a fucking job to do. And some people just make sure you look exactly how you're supposed to look your own self. Not like nobody else, but just like who you are. So, but people are abusive. And they are harmful to me just because. But what I want to say is I'm going to keep eating clean. I'm going to keep doing the things that I have to do for my life. I'm going to keep living my life for who I am. And I'm going to get so much better though, too. I've seen videos of the same fools that are around here from other countries. And they look so much better. They have the roots on them. They're not all dried out and withered down. I'm fine. I'm gonna live my life. I'm not going to go out here and get on drugs and shit to try to work. I'm just going to try to just be who I am through this whole process and live my life and do the things that I have to do for myself. And if I have to do it by myself, then I have to do it by myself. Somebody say, oh, leave the situation alone. Be careful. Because I don't know what you mean. But I do not have to be with anybody else. But I'd rather be on my own and stand on my own 2 feet than have to worry about these motherfuckers coming chasing me. Chasing me. constantly hounding me, hunting me, doing all kinds of things to defeat me. Did you wake up in the morning to see how you gonna fight me today and hope I call to your motherfucking job because you didn't practice your motherfucker. And then, bitch, you gotta sit up there and you done been told what to say about me and I haven't said it, but bitch, you fuck around your job so horrible and lousy, you still have to say that I did some fucked up shit to you and you gotta hear on the conversation how beautiful and super and awesome I am, but you still have to say that I have been insulting to you and abusive to you and all of those things. How excellent. How excellent. How excellent. For real. Just how excellent. And I mean this. And I'm serious about who I am. And I'm going to talk some shit to you today. Because there's no reason that you gonna sit up here and constantly take shit to the streets. Knowing motherfucking well that's not the place to do it. And you got people out here like I'm abusing those officers. Knowing motherfucking well I don't play around. I do not disrespect the courthouse. I don't give a fuck who it is. I told motherfuckers take off your shoes before you walk into my house. And them same motherfuckers was trying to chapter 51 me. Bitch, you not about to run your track. You are the bitches that don't give a fuck, you nasty ass bitches. And wonder why motherfuckers talk shit about you, talk about you stank like a motherfucking nasty ass dog, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Your motherfucking hair sitting out here. Yes, I'ma take it there, please. Step aside now. Your motherfucking hair falling out, strands all over the motherfucking place, bitch. You need to fucking work on your hair follicles and shit while your bald-headed ass try to worry about how to motherfucking reply to somebody that's black or something that say, how you doing? Bitch, you better know that a motherfucker trying to learn something. And bitch, you gonna keep somebody in the same shit just so you can catch up? There's no way. And there is no failure. Believe that. You raggedy ass bitch. You act so motherfucking high and mighty, bitch. You tired. You don't even hold a motherfucking conversation. Bitch, you won't even do your job. You fight me just to get off the phone to prevent from doing all that. Cause bitch, you want a cigarette break. You want a long lunch. Bitch, you want to catch up on your soaps on your motherfucking Netflix. Bitch, you didn't got so caught up in my motherfucking life. Bitch, you want to get off the phone with me just to get on the phone with my motherfucking Facebook Live, you stupid ass bitch. Y'all on y'all goddamn phone. I'm taking it here today. Cause I don't always want to be thinking about you tired ass lousy bitches. So I don't know you. I don't want to know you. If I have you, if something about you cross my mind, I want to be like, oh, that person was so great. Bitch, I ain't up in my head fucked up. You don't know me. But the problem is, all you can think about me is that I'm a horrible person. You got all these bad things to say about me. And all I got to say is, I know that I'm good. I know that things get better. I want to see a change. So good for you. Bad for me. Now what? I'm on something. And it ain't your motherfucking problems. I have to live my life for me. Focus. But even when I'm wild and I'm learning and I'm out here and the shit hit the fan, where I know that things are just happening all around and I'm going in one door and somebody, and then I'm just constantly, or, things aren't going my way. I'm still happy. These motherfuckers don't even like the fact that I say stuff like I'm happy. So they want to fight me so motherfucking bad. They keep saying things like, oh, you're unhappy. You're unhappy. Oh, you're feeling some. These bitches so they fucked up out here. I was told not to say nasty, but them bitches nasty. And you know what? Maybe because nasty is a good word and they're not good enough to be nasty. So I take that back, right? But you can have it because I'm not supposed to talk like that. I don't give a fuck about you. Bitch, I was raised in a household where you get in trouble for saying words like lying and nasty and wench. Well, you might fuck around and be something in life. Bitch, you want to be a nigger? Be a nigger. I don't care. But you ain't gonna never be like me because you don't know what the fuck I'm myself. This is real life. These are languages that I adapted to, that I have and for myself, my personality, for my actual life. I'm not out here saying this shit just to make it. This is shit this is how I am. This is how I talk. And this is how I define my words. But better motherfucking believe me, I want more of a vocabulary. Bitch, don't believe in me. Do not follow me. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what? Why would I ever want to open up a motherfucking community center around here and be stuck around here and cannot leave and cannot do anything? And these motherfuckers. And then, you know what? I said it just yesterday. And you know what else I said? I said, you know what? No matter what they do to me, they send me to jail. They're not fixing their employees. They're going to continue to be the same motherfucking way. And that's why they try to drug me and say, oh, it was such a shame. That's why they say the good die young. I'm not motherfucking good for you. I'm good for nothing. I'm good as I want to be, bitch. Ain't no motherfucking placement on my goddamn good. I don't have a particular good. Fuck that. Because you all are sitting up here not changing. You're taking on all of these jobs. You can't do your regular job and you're doing bogus ass shit to make dirty ass motherfucking money and you're lousy on your job. You're nothing on your fucking job. Your two jobs don't even go together. And bitch, you turn around and got more than that. And then bitch, you also chasing the fuck out of me, trying to run me down. You're not trying to romanticize me. Bitch, you are harming me. You place your day around mischief to see how much militia you can get into to try to destroy Jasmine Renee Davis. You have to change. You have to get the motherfuckers out of your building. Put your foot down. Fuck that. There's no way I'm going to sit here for all these years and let these people I'm telling you right now, that's what I said. Ain't nobody got no free goddamn family member in my life. All of these years, y'all not trying to do nothing to grow and change and improve yourself. All this sick shit. It's only so much. Okay, you want to be sick? Then fine. I'm not going to force you to change. You have to know what you want to do for your life. And because you know what you want to do for your life, I'm happy. But please, do not force me to be sick. Do not force me to be any of those things. Believe me when I tell you. There's no way I'm going to let somebody sit up and steady destroy my office and destroy, unless that's what the fuck that shit is made for. And then you going to have to answer to it. You rather sit up in jail or be indicted or lose your job or have to sit down for 5 or 6 years and then kick it because you done made all kind of motherfucking money and then go right back and do the same job and be better than ever. And that's fine. That's what you can do. And this is why it's the beauty of the whole situation. And that's why I don't hate on no motherfucking body. I'm not a hater. But you're not going to tell me that I have to constantly change and still talk to all these same people. And they're not changing. So I'm not going, only thing I'm going to do is do it more intelligently. Like I said, I talk to them and I'm like, no matter if I'm just like this, just like who I am, they still do the same shit. And I laugh at them and they still tell me, excuse me, you disrespectful to me. Bitch, I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. And who done told you that you my slave master? Massa? Master where though? Massa? Massa, it's missing some motherfucking consonants, some motherfucking letters talking to your ass, bitch. Massa. Cause that's what you motherfucking showing. If you think you in control of me, I want to be able to pronounce, enunciate, master. M-A-S-T-E-R. But fucking around with you, it ain't shit but massa. Who the fuck does that? You want a whole bunch of motherfuckers around you that you sit here and oppress and make stupid all the motherfucking time. Bitch, that shit gonna rub off on you when you least motherfucking expect it. When you turn around and somebody show up to say the day, bitch, and you ain't got nothing to say, nothing to give, bitch, nothing to give. Nothing to trade, bitch. And motherfuckers still standing up on their own 2 feet, strong in the sun, bitch, black than a motherfucker. Now what? You want to take me from me? You motherfucker steady trying to assassinate. I don't give a fuck. I don't give you permission to kill me. I don't give you permission to kill me. Yeah. It's out here. I'm out here. I do not give you permission to harm me. That is not, I don't have a death wish. You cannot carry out, something that is not my wishes. You motherfuckers sit out here and constantly try to abuse me and do things to me that I do not want you to do. I don't even show you that I want to behave that way. But yet and still, you study, you want the noise, you want the drama. Cause bitch, you ain't seen enough yet. Bitch, you ain't seen enough yet. I'm telling you right motherfucking now. Because I turn up, bitch. I rather motherfucking get out there. I was just also saying, I want to dance. Ain't no motherfucking way around here, bitch. Fuck around, put on a song. Bitch, I got some big motherfucking movements. Motherfuckers say, hey, ain't no room. Bitch, I got something to do. I got some places I want to go. I got some people I want to see. Now what? Why you think that you're going to motherfucking facilitate some kind of draft in my mind that's going to cause me to not want to have hope or or motherfucking anything to see anywhere? Like I cannot envision something. You want to make it seem like that I cannot appreciate who I am and what I'm doing for myself. Like there's just nobody else in the world that I could possibly see. It's just little old me. I might as well go and do. I'm not going to no motherfucking retirement home and shit. Bitch, I'd rather go to Grand Geneva. Yes. You motherfuckers out here poor pimping and don't know a motherfucking thing. And that ain't the best of it. Now what? You want to get on some game? You want to know where the fuck to go to find some? First of all, bitch, it's inside of you. That's where you go. That's where it is. That's where the party at, bitch. Right in you, stupid asshole. This how y'all like to talk. This what you want to hear. But this is exactly what the fuck I got to give. This how I want to talk. This is all real. I don't talk like this the whole time that I'm motherfucking talking. But this is what I'm describing. And I guarantee it's an audience for it. And I also guarantee that I can teach a class on this shit. And I also can guarantee, bitch, you be the first one trying to duck and try to figure out how the fuck you can come up in that bitch with a disguise on. Yes, indeed. Yes, it is too. Shit, and this is why people are careful who they allow in their organizations, because they do not want to cross-contaminate. And I understand that now. People are serious, and people put money into a situation, and people build a family that is supposed to be healthy and cannot afford anybody to taint any motherfucking thing. That's why if I leave my drink down and I walk away from it, I don't go back to it. If I'm in a public place and I have my drink, or if I say, well, can you bring me another glass of water? Oh, what's wrong with that one there? Then I gotta say, listen, just bring me another glass of water. Can you, fuck it, you know what? Matter of fact, where's the bill? Do not question the way that I'd rather you bring me a glass of water than sit here and have this motherfucking glass of water that I didn't left and anybody. No, I'm not going to have my shit constantly handed off. I got to have motherfucking second hand before I get it third hand. Everybody to touch my shit before I get it. And all you bitches fucked up and disgusting. And lousy, and you don't like me, and you trying to take me down, and you don't mind making fucked up reports about me and sticking to it. Bitch, you don't not only make the fucked up reports, bitch, you constantly do it. And then, bitch, you can't be trying to compete with me, bitch, because how can you compete with somebody that you overpower, bitch? I've been not in the same weight class as you. I've been the little guy, motherfucker. You been over there. How the fuck are you still answering the phone as bad as you whooping my ass out here? As bad as what you saying about me? Long-standing motherfucking contest and unfair competition on got shit on me. You know why? Because you bitches still competing with somebody. Pick on somebody your own size. Please. Pick on somebody your own size. You don't know how to, right? Because, bitch, they done told you to boss up and keep, so I can uplift you, bitch. And that's why I told that motherfucker from Behavioral Consultants, and they got mad. I said, bitch, I'm teaching you. I ain't call her bitch. I didn't have a reason to call her a bitch. Believe that. I didn't have a reason to call her a bitch. I had no reason to call them a bitch. Then, they steady asking me, like, do I believe in moves? Oh, trying to motherfucking see where I'm coming from, bitch. You wanna know if I know voodoo, bitch? You better take your ass somewhere and learn on your own. Bitch, but you ain't ready, huh? You want the lightweight because you see that, oh, you're not harmed, bitch. So what you want to do is take my little baby ass, get your prerequisites so you can be able to walk up in that bitch. And that's just like you building your tolerance out on me. Bitch, please. Wherever I go, I can go. I'm not worried about nobody hurting me. Outside. It be you motherfuckers that sit up here and it's a more problem where I know motherfucking well I can't do I cannot give you what you giving to me, bitch. You sit up there, y'all drag me to the motherfucking racetrack. Have me to suit up. And the worst shit, put all kind of motherfucking shackles and chains on me. And your ass sitting there light as a motherfucking feather, bitch. With all of the best motherfucking modern and ancient motherfucking gear on for running, bitch, better than I ever could see. And then, bitch, you got it in your motherfucking purview, in your peripheral, motherfucker, that you are trying to do something that black people doing with your motherfucking ass. Yes. I'm not leaving this shit out. And then y'all motherfuckers set everything up. Rain or shine. Sleet, hail, or snow. And they say, on your mark. On your marks, bitch. You ain't got no mark. You ain't got a mark to be on, bitch. On your marks. Get set, bitch. Get set. Get your shit together, bitch. On your mark. Get set, bitch. Ready? Are you ready? Bitch, you was born ready, bitch. You were born ready, and you still motherfucking fighting me because you're not me. You want to believe that this shit stretched generations more farther than you ever could see or ever could be, bitch. Because you know what? Somebody in your family study the trees, how them roots reach and cross through motherfucking whole cities, bitch. And you steady try to uproot them until you find, bitch, you'll have to take every house down, dig up every motherfucking thing around here to get what the fuck you want. And that bitch still won't produce fruit because you touching it. Get the fuck up off of me. Go! On your mark. Get set. Ready. Go. And your ass have the nerve to run and run and run, bitch. And I'm motherfucking walking. Dragging my shit. Still looking motherfucking good. Knowing all motherfucking ready. And you say, why would you say that? There are no chains on you. There sure aren't. But you do not know what the fuck I'm going through. I'm coaching this bitch the whole motherfucking time and they won't tell her. I'm coaching this nigga the whole motherfucking time and they won't tell her. And not only am I coaching these motherfuckers, I don't want to. I don't have shit to coach them. I'm not coaching them, really. But they are fighting me, learning from me constantly, over and over and over again, and had the nerve to try to take me down and take from me so that I cannot compete or I can't run, but I can give the information that they want, that they can watch me. Because one day, they shit may turn around and they gonna have to probably walk with some motherfucking chains and some shit on them. And why motherfuckers talking about the old ball and chain? Ain't no motherfucking way I'ma believe in marriage and sit up here and fuck people over my whole motherfucking time and believe that I'ma have a great life in marriage. Bitch, no. I have plans. I'm laughing at you abusing me, but I'm not some punk bitch that you gonna sit up here and keep motherfucking, saying whatever to though. Believe that shit. I would like to tell you that here today. And bitch, you find that you got these motherfucking judges that got your goddamn back. And they let you sit up here and talk any way you want to talk to me, but they tell me that I can't talk like that. Man, please, bitch, I'd rather you understand that I'd rather appreciate the fruits of my labor than have to motherfucking do some bad shit to you to feel good about myself. Believe that. I am not the one. You don't know me. I ain't got no daddy to be the apple of his eye, bitch. But I'ma tell you something. Motherfuckers used to say, your daddy got a shrine of pictures of you. Look at this. Motherfuckers, so-called his homies, come up in there trying to like make fun of my dad. Oh, why you got all look at all them pictures of Jasmine up there. Why you got all them pictures? And I'm just sitting there, my dad, you know what I'm saying? Because
My dad was able to work, had me when he was about 50, and was able to be there for me. And I promise, I sit up here and I allow motherfuckers to tell me more about me and more about him than I. So, no, this is the thing. You motherfuckers like to bite off more than you can chew because you want some shit for later. And I understand that. Because you get hungry. Bitch, and you gotta get clearance to kill your next person. But all you gotta do is plant a garden when you get hungry. Go right out into your own thing, right? And eat. They say, you give somebody a fish, they eat for a day. You teach somebody how to fish, they eat for a lifetime. Oh, but is it something that you left out? What if the fish are not biting? Huh? What if the fish are swimming in another direction? What if your bait ain't catching shit? I don't care and I don't give a fuck how you teach a motherfucker to fish. How you gonna bank on, let me tell you something. I mean this. Ain't nobody, you go ahead and Google it and see if it's plagiarism and who else said it. And they probably did 1,000 years ago. Before 2018 now, goddammit. You cannot bank on your survival off of somebody else's life to take from them. You be better off saying that you rather open up a motherfucking aquarium. You'll be better off, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you because that's not my thing. I want to see fish swim and how beautiful they are. I want to see these things. I want to have some nice ass swimming cap to protect my hair. And I don't even have to I'm not even going to tell you motherfuckers this shit because ain't no telling what you try to do. Dump my ass over into the goddamn water somewhere. I don't trust you, but I'm not scared. I'm going to put it out there. I can build me a goddamn anything that I want. Even if I go to the Shed Aquarium in Chicago, Illinois. But that ain't the best out there. I've been to the Shed Aquarium and all I can motherfucking remember about I probably been there more than one time. And what I can remember about the Shed Aquarium is one thing, that teacher had fallen and that was pregnant and I was there and I tried to do what I can to gather myself and make sure that she was okay. That's it. That's all the fuck I remember about the Shed Aquarium. And them same teachers I was in jail. But I did not let that bother me. I care about those teachers as a motherfucking teenager. And I don't know if they gave a fuck about me or not. But I can't say what I remember is the good things. And if somebody has fallen, I did not say fuck you, bitch. I did not kick them while they were down. Bitch, I see stairs. I don't see 6 feet motherfucking holes, bitch. And that's what you gonna have to realize. Bitch, plant your fruit right goddamn now and watch that shit grow. Save your scraps from your shit and fertilize your goddamn land. And not with me. I don't want to be your hummus. Why the fuck would you want me to be your hummus and your fertilizer, bitch, and you can't stand me? So every time, bitch, you do something, you take and so eventually you gonna like me. So, bitch, step aside. Enjoy the show, bitch. Because I'm gonna grow way more beautiful and you'll learn more and get more out of me by watching me live and be successful, bitch, than you try to keep me for yourself in death, bitch, because you're worried about, it's all about the Benjamins, right? It's all about the Benjamins. Till you fuck around and get somewhere and you see motherfuckers passing $1,000 bills. Oh, them only supposed to be exchanged through banks. Yeah, bitch, I'm the bank. See, you don't know how people kick it. You don't know how people working. Bitch, people out here living their life and they working and it's like they living a regular motherfucker. Bitch, catch up with yourself, ho, because I'm not worried about a thing. Nothing. All these agencies I have called, you all have been consistent. I don't give a fuck if y'all all came from that same camp. It's a problem. But do you see somebody telling you, and probably y'all motherfuckers probably are on the brink and on the verge of breakdown. You motherfuckers probably got an eviction notice. Everybody in your camp. Maybe. And you mad. And you worried about how to take me down constantly. Being dishonest. Oh, I'm productive. Why does everything have to be productive? Maybe I do not want to produce anything with you. That's what I'm telling you. I'm unproductive because your games are not succeeding. It's unproductive because I am doing exactly what you don't want me to do. And I'm doing all of what I'm supposed to do. And that's why you call it productive. There are people who actually deal with destruction. They get into good trouble. And those are, and I don't, and a lot of them people, you worship them after they are gone. Don't worship me. Do not worship me. Because I'll let you down. I'm not your role model. Bitch, I'm not some motherfucking, show pony. Bitch, I gotta stand up and stretch like a mother. I have weight that I have to carry. I have burdens that I have to bear. I'm telling you. And I get time for myself. You are not going to keep trying to feed me deprivation and exhaustion and suffering and all those things and tell me that it is a reward, and it's not. You can't give me a replacement of anything. You can't give me a replacement. And y'all fuck around and try to tell me, you want another? No, I don't want that same one. I don't care if I'm ordering a apple juice or orange juice, a cup of ice. I would like to order a cup of ice. Not another cup of ice, but a cup of ice. Oh, it's the same thing. You just ordering ice and then you start to insult me. And this is why I'm telling you right now. You don't get it. And this is why I can turn my motherfucking nose up at you and be like, and bitch, this is why I walk out the door and no, you cannot sit here. And then you bitches want to sit here and do drugs with me and get fucked up with me. Bitch, I'm not here to nurse you. I'm not here to kick it with you. And I'm damn sure not the one to comfort you. It's too much going on out here, bitch. And you worried about sitting here lying your life down at some point in your life. And I'm worried about being alive and being risen and motherfucking resurrection, motherfucking revival. And once again, and a motherfucking refill, bitch, and constantly. The fuck you mean? Now what you gotta say? Yes, refill, please. And matter of fact, not only a refill, I want a new fill. Bitch, I'm telling you, I can carry the same motherfucking cup. And if I get that don't mean that you gonna give me a refill. And I already have said that I don't have to have another one, but I also can get a refill, bitch. That's just like if I go to a restaurant and they say free refills. It's called a refill. It's called a refill. I would like a motherfucking nice ass goddamn strawberry lemonade. Real lemonade. I want the pulp in my shit. I want some puree. I want to go to a motherfucker who make the best goddamn. And matter of fact, if you can put some slush in that bitch with clean, neat too, please, I can make it. Now what? I don't need all kind of fake syrups and all kinds of shit. And I know that it's going to take time. I'm sitting out here and I'm like, I got to do something. Yes, I got to do something. You are counting on my demise. Y'all motherfuckers sitting here punishing me for being divorced. Bitch, I'm not in your market. And that's what you have, listen, okay, fine. You don't want to be a bitch. I said that already. Now I got to figure out another word. You don't want to tell me your name. I'm not about to sit up here and remember all your motherfucking numbers. I don't want to get personal with you. And so I just say, whatever, and then fuck around, and then you say, oh, I'm working for you. No, you're not Jasmine Renee Davis. I do not fuck with you, and that's why I won't go and vote for y'all. I'm not doing any of that stuff. You are on your own. I'm on my own. I can see you when I see you. Don't take it motherfucking to be something to harm you. Recognize. You're not going to make an example out of me. Example? Sample? Why do you have to have anything to do with me at all whatsoever? There's nothing that you should be taking from me. I'm not some person who wants to give my life. But there is so much other things just by me living. I'm going to shine. And I can. I'm going to continue to grow. And I'm going to figure it out. I have healed my own life. And I know that. I have healed my own body. And you all aren't going to keep motherfucking heal that goddamn paperwork. You guys sit there and keep that same paperwork and don't want it to change because you're a murderer and you need that to cover yourself. That's your covering, bitch. That's your blanket statement. Bitch, that's what you try to make your motherfucking bed on. And bitch, I'm trying to get me some goddamn shoes on my feet. The fuck you mean? If I had wings, I ain't got to mount up like no motherfucking eagle. I still want to be Jasmine Renee Davis. Don't play with me. Y'all motherfuckers sitting out here trying to see as far as it go and you pushing that motherfucking envelope and then you motherfuckers see a tragedy and it's not going to be mine. This ain't no fatal shit. I was born Jasmine Renee Davis. Ain't no one fatal. The fuck you mean, man? I have to speak up for myself. I have to live my own life for me and who I am as a person. Shit. Y'all motherfuckers sit up here and competing for the same shit. Okay, fine. I'm not in your group. I don't want to be in your group. I don't want your children to be mine or none of that. No. I can't teach them. I can't do nothing with you. There's nothing. I'm not even supposed to cross paths with you. I'm not even on your level. And so when you fuck around and you have found that you were going to those places and you have waited all those time to be level up and you have found that I have already been going there. Straight up. How do I know all these people and I ain't working? And I know them from a whole different side than you, bitch. You trying to get, and you mad at me. You want relationships, and I guarantee you right now. But what about those people that you're trying to take? Like, I'm not even with them. But I'm just saying, you got a household of people. Tell them that you don't give a fuck about them, bitch. And that you trying to take somebody else down for somebody, you know what I'm saying? Something else that you want, that you obsessed with, bitch, and you damn near a fatal attraction. Tell them. And see how fast your ass get a goddamn, motherfucking, rejection notice. Eviction. Trespass. Bitch, please. Y'all motherfuckers, I can't be like you. Y'all too goddamn forgiving to the point where you can't do no goddamn wrong. You allow so much to happen to you, get fucked up, people beat your ass constantly, and you still you ain't got a bitch coming out I'm just not. I can't even apologize. That's just not me. And I'm so happy. Motherfuckers used to say, pardon my French. Oh, for real? What's up, French? Come on, speak up for yourself, because I got to know what the fuck you doing to black people. I'm not bullshitting. Or are you being nice? Who are you people? Tell me. Because I'm talking right now. And I want to know. I do not want to sit up here and look fucked up from you because of what everybody's saying. But this shit been pretty motherfucking consistent. And I know goddamn well that shit look consistent about me. And it all be dishonest. History. And then you had a nerve to want history to repeat itself. I don't have to repeat shit. And you know what? I am not black history. But there is some black history that I have had. My name is in black history. But I'm not black history. I have to change that shit today. Might as well throw all that, them hats, them shirts, all that shit in the garbage, or put it up there and let a motherfucker know. But I'm not letting you bury me because my name is Jasmine. Because no matter what, if you look up the word Jasmine, why you all want to constantly be on a first name basis? Please. I'm going to continue to do it in a way that only I can. And I'm going to perfect my life and do everything that I have to do. And I'm going to find this out. I'm going to figure out a way and until I find what works for me. You all sitting there mouth watering when you see me. Erections that you ain't had in years. And motherfuckers been watching you. They been seeing that some shit that you do don't happen when they're around. And them motherfuckers mad. They mad at me. They mad at me. They don't care about you. They should be happy that your mouth watering and your dick getting hard. You're getting erection. Yes, I mean it. If you people believe that you can teach sex education and not really teach it, that's the vulgar shit. You teaching sex education in 4th and 5th grade. 4th and 5th grade, but you gonna tell me to watch my mouth and tell me that I'm talking to somebody on a motherfucking 911 non-emergency line that I have to talk to. Ain't no other way to talk to people in the office unless I call. You motherfuckers are setting me up for failure constantly. The same ass motherfucking playbook, the same goddamn rules, all that shit. Do you know motherfuckers sit up there and they'll break into your locker room and take that goddamn playbook and use it against you, bitch? You better get some shit solid for your goddamn life and focus on yourself and learn something. Y'all bitches in them big ass courtrooms with all that knowledge and you don't even have sense enough. Instead of all you gotta do, listen, I would be trying to do all my goddamn all my jobs so goddamn good so I can get to see what the fuck else in this goddamn building that I can use, motherfucker. Ain't gotta be no tuition reimbursement. What can I read up in this bitch to make my job better so that when people call me, they say, this motherfucker is excellent. I'm so happy. That's what I like. But bitch, that's not my job to please you. It's my job to make sure that I am pleasing upon myself. To be happy in my own life. Shit, while I'm sitting here drinking Mr. Pure orange juice. I don't know what the fuck this is about. I don't know if somebody sit there and took Mr. Pure can be one of the best motherfuckers that have ever walked this earth golden. And they sit there and took his DNA. Hold on, I'm saying something real today. And the sun is shining. And I feel it. And made some kind of synthetic motherfucking replica of Mr. Pure. And made vitamins out of it. And planted these motherfucking oranges. And fertilized that land with the motherfucking artificial DNA of Mr. Pure. Get with the goddamn program, bitch, because I understand that I may be whatever I want to be. And I project myself however I want to because I know that this is real. I know that I'm going to grow. But I'm on something way different than you. But this is what I have right now. And I did not agree to anybody to harm anybody or anything. That's why I said, if y'all sit up there and spend all this time trying to fight me and take me down to keep, bitch, do your eyes hurt yet? And then you had a nerve that want to see a sight for sore eyes. Bitch, you will never have to see a sight for sore eyes if you stop motherfucking being stupid. Bitch, this raggedy ass shit. I don't give a fuck if you live out of town, bitch, 50 miles away and you drive in and you commute to work every day, carpool. I don't give a fuck if you ride in your motherfucking biggest Benz that you possibly can drive in your motherfucking putt or your goddamn Subaru. You still gotta drive through these raggedy ass motherfucking towns and see raggedy ass shit everywhere, bitch. And your motherfucking car might get fucked up along the way. You gonna need a wheel alignment before you get back home, bitch, fucking around. Believe that. So who do you think you are, bitch? You got the nerve to come drive your ass all the way here. Bitch, you might as well walk. Yeah. Because I walk the walk. I talk the talk. I'm going to tell you the truth. And you don't like that very much, do you? That's not my problem. Yeah. Bitches want to sit here and strip me down motherfucking naked constantly in the county jail. Now, I used to, fuck it, I'm taking off my motherfucking clothes. If y'all want to see how my naked ass body look, ain't nobody want this naked body but me right now. But believe, I'm poking my shit out where the fuck is supposed to poke out. And I guarantee you gonna know that this motherfucker becoming whoever I want to be. And my body is motherfucking advancing. You might not can see it, but I feel it, goddammit. And that's all that matters to me. You bitches want to market me like Black motherfucking Friday. A nigga on a post. I sure is happy. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm on a whole nother level. And you sit up here. Bitch, do you know that you harming yourself constantly? And you're not, probably. But I do not agree to what you are doing. You're not going off of any book at all. And you have your freedom to do that.
So you take a little piece here, you take a little piece there and say, well, I came across it, so I'm using it. But you cannot use it at your job. There are policies in place. There are rules. And that's why you all are sitting there and don't want me to learn anything. I show up for a few minutes and I get a wealth of information and you still can't deal with that. Please. You decide. And you all are going to try to keep telling people who don't have the education or learn a different way or just could not believe that you all are disrespecting these people. No, they not them. Come on, it's you, Jasmine. These people never would. Yeah, back in the day, motherfucker. And back in the day, they were on bullshit too. What the fuck you mean? But they were not motherfucking sitting up here like they are now. Cause you know what? There was some leaders out here that wasn't taking this shit. Now motherfuckers playing all kinds of shit. House and everything, right? And I mean that with the most beauty possible. But hey, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to harm you. But I'm gonna keep this shit motherfucking real. People are living their lives and they can. And they do not want to have to go through a motherfucking nightmare. And you are sitting here ruining people's lives because your broke ass probably feel like you gotta die and you would never achieve it. And you gotta sit here and watch somebody else live their life. You need to leave your job. You have to go. You can't handle this. You can't sit up here and watch nobody have a good life because they come across your job. You cannot handle nobody living their life good. I'm not lying to you. This is my personal motherfucking life. The courthouse, you're going to see people get married in the courthouse. People motherfucking do all kinds of shit. But bitch, you sit here contributing to motherfuckers' houses getting taken from them, money, evictions, all kinds of shit. Bitch, you doing all the dirty work, bitch. And you wonder why you ain't get to watch nobody motherfucking get married, bitch. And you wonder why. Cause they will get sued the fuck. Check yourself, bitch. Check yourself, bitch. Check yourself, bitch. I said, bitch. I'm going to come up with an acronym to let you motherfuckers know I'm not playing. Basic, intelligent, conceited. Wait, hold on. I don't even spell that right. Basic, intelligent, treacherous, B-I-T-C-H. I don't even know how to really spell the word like that. Basic, intelligent, treacherous, conniving. No, I can't say it like that. But I mean that shit. Basic. Fuck it. Beautiful, bitch. Beautiful. Intelligent. Tremendous. Conceited. And habitual. There it is. Bitch. And that's true. I'm not playing. You gotta know. You gotta know. Y'all know motherfucking well that you can't tell nobody what to do for nothing. And you sit there and can't stand it. You don't want nobody to own the house because everybody that y'all try to put out in the street can come and be at they shit and people can make it and ain't shit you can do. Bitch, and then your motherfucking school to pipeline and your mass incarceration and your mass motherfucking destruction, genocide and all that stuff gonna change. That's all you grew up on. That's all you know. I understand that. I seen something. They had this woman sitting up there. They had her all perked up at every motherfucking thing. Sitting up there eating raw meat with a pretty little knife and a pretty little fork.
A big ass piece of goddamn meat. I don't know if it was a goddamn tomahawk steak or what. A porterhouse or what. I don't goddamn know. Bitch sure wasn't eating a cube steak. Bitch sure wasn't eating a cube steak. She had a big ass motherfucking piece of meat. It probably was goddamn, I don't know what kind of meat that shit was. I don't know what the fuck kind of meat that was. But she was sitting up there. Just all these strong motherfucking men all around. Ambiance, all that shit. She's sitting up there all dressed up and shit, white. Eating some raw motherfucking meat. I'm like, oh shit, I could never. Look, I can't even fucking look. How can you try to look like me? I can't look like you. I cannot look like you because this is the image. And bitch, when you think about me and when you try to do shit, I make you look better than you do when you think about your motherfucking self. And I mean that shit. This shit coming right off top. Because I know who I am. I can see this shit. Bitch, you ain't told it to me in a book about somebody else's life. And that's why y'all see that I'm so motherfucking bright and I'm doing this shit. Now you want to make books about me so you can be motherfucking better. Bitch, you stealing my motherfucking life. And it ain't artificial intelligence. Because you asked that black man about artificial intelligence. Bitch, you are an identity thief. Bitch, what are you making from yourself other than a problem? I'm literally out here hauling ass, trying to do what the fuck I have to do. And bitch, you worried about what? I'm not out here trying to do all kinds of messed up stuff to make it. Yes, I would rather do some other things, of course. But this is what I am not having to sacrifice nothing. This is not me sacrificing. This is not me changing my mind because I cannot get somewhere. Or I'm trying to do it to impress somebody. To get some man to like me. So you take motherfucking note. I'm not doing this for him, for her, for them, for none of that. You take note. Because you don't even fucking know me. Look at my motherfucking Facebook post will go all the way the fuck back, bitch. Catch the fuck up. I've been said I don't really like motherfucking to eat meat. Y'all motherfuckers deceive everybody. You are barbaric, then that's your motherfucking thing, and you been like that. And who's surprised? Except a motherfucker where you sit here and try to change the history and say that you been what the black people been. Cause you want to sneak up behind some motherfucking body, you sneaky, slimily ass motherfucker. And I mean that. This is what I have to say. Now, it's Sunday. It's 8/13. It's May 4, 2025. I ain't on your motherfucking clock. I ain't at your motherfucking job. I ain't asking no motherfucking body. No, there's no one that I'm asking to come onto my page. And I have to put up more strength. And you have it ever occurred to you that I have to hurry up and say everything out of my mouth because I already know y'all gonna hang up the phone on me. Y'all gonna call the police or you gonna tell me, talk over me. So I have to get it out. I have to fucking eject this shit the fuck out, vomit it out so that I can get my point across so I can prove that I'm here. Anyway. Shit. Motherfucker had to sit up here bored than a motherfucker to wait for y'all to catch up. I can't do shit. Y'all, I'm just sitting here on motherfucking, on call? Hell no. I didn't apply for that. I ain't applied for none of that. I gotta wait and see if you motherfuckers gonna send me to jail. Everything I gotta wait. Cause that's how good they care about you. Eventually, they ass gonna sit down and they ain't gonna be able to go somewhere because people are finding out. And you know what? People ain't gonna get crossed up because you know what they gonna say? Oh, the girls are fighting again. It ain't nothing but a cat fight. Bitch, this ain't a cat fight. I'm telling you right now, I do not want to fight them stupid ass bitches or them smart ass bitches. Them be the bitches that think they really own some. I don't want to fuck with none of them. All I'm trying to do is take care of my business. I don't want to cat fight with them. I ain't trying to learn from them. This is not a drill. This is not, I don't want to be in class with them. I don't want to go to school with them. I don't even want to go to the same, I do not. Please, I want to be on my own. I can make my own friends. And I'm not friendly. But I'm telling you, I have to say all this. Y'all want me to hurry up and grow up. Y'all want me to hurry up and do all this stuff. And I'm not ready for all this shit. But I can make it. And I am. And I'm proving that time and time again. I'm not fighting him. This is not exercise for me. This is not something that is appealing to me. This is not fulfilling my destiny. This is not something that I want. And it sure the fuck is not divine order. I don't give a fuck what you say. Any way I look at it, it's a mess. And all I'm trying to say is that I want to continue to be beautiful. Way beyond a desire. Way beyond anything. Way beyond any stars, horseshoes, clovers, and motherfucking blue moons, rainbows, anything. Because when I look at my stuff, I look at these planets, I look at some words in the book, and I identify with myself. That's what I'm doing. I'm not motherfucking looking at them and say, oh, I want my hair to be like them. I want to look like them. I'm looking and finding what is good for me. What I feel good about planets and say, oh, wait a minute. This planet got most of what I want. But it might be a little bit too hot. But shit. I know that there are some resources out here. And I can wear like, some kind of suit or something. And figure it out. It might be all on the same plane, but it's far. I have to get there. Something is missing. I understand that. Okay, I'm not going to figure out and focus so much on what's missing because I know that I can grow. But what I am going to do is focus on what I can do for myself. Maybe it's not missing after all. I don't know how to swim. So I have to figure out something there. And I can't. Everything is available. Okay. So I'm gonna, let me see. Figure out this way. Figure out that way. And how could I possibly ever, how could it occur to anybody that I find myself in this position when all they hear is me saying, bitch, fuck you, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here, get off the phone, criminal background, you ain't shit, bitch, you're divorced, you're a homewrecker, you're a trespasser, you're a stalker, you're a stealer. Bitch, no. Because every time that I have ever given birth to anything, I was the best. Ain't no motherfucking body ever terrorized me when I was in the bed with them and called the police and had me ejected. No. And it feels good to get this shit out. But you want to find who I can go and sit down and talk to and grow up because you want them to be my motherfucking opponent. And they fighting me behind my back the whole time. And bitch, I should already know that this is how it goes. So why would I fall for this shit? And I should have already know. I should have been taught because I was always able to be myself. Nobody told me to get into shit of what they were doing. I went out there. Motherfuckers was mad I picked up on some of the worst shit. How somebody gonna come from a long line of coaches and athletes and entrepreneurs and people that build cars and electricity and all this stuff, teachers and facilitators and motherfucking all kinds of things that you don't even have to fucking know. Engineering. And turn around and be out here begging and groveling for somebody. That never have been me, but that have been the case. Because I have tried. And there is no failure. But I'm going to tell you something. This ain't all that I motherfucking consider. I'm so much more. And I'm going to continue to live my life. And you know what? They say more money, more problems. They say it's pretty lonely at the top. But I have my motherfucking foundation too. I got motherfucking stairs. Motherfucker, I jump down. I jump up. I'ma live my life for me. There is no question. No, you ever been to somewhere and you sit up there and you watch their performance? They say what they have to say and they walk away. It ain't no motherfucking time for you to do shit. You ain't asking no questions here. This ain't that. I'm telling you all the fuck you need to know. Ain't no motherfucking extra. Ain't nothing. Ain't no room for you to put your input in this. Not this. Not this. You got your opinion. That's the fuck right. I'm the only expert on me. I'm the only expert on me. You can have all these motherfuckers sit up here and lie and tell you because you want a diagnosis on these court records so you can bullshit around, motherfucker. And all you gonna do is get a little bit of extra money to buy some motherfucking what? Get full off of another living motherfucking thing, bitch. And so I can see it. It shows. Look at you. You are fucking tired on that goddamn bench. You look exhausted. How the fuck are you exhausted sitting as a judge? Bitch, you should be so motherfucking high and mighty. How can a 9 or 10 hour workday break you down? You're not doing what you're supposed to do. And you got all these nothing ass motherfuckers around you, draining you dry, playing you like you motherfucking stupid. Them social workers don't got what you got, and you ain't got what they got. They sit up here and lie to you and take advantage of you because they know that they're gonna use you as a motherfucking puppet, and there's a bigger motherfucking machine than you. They act like they the boss. I'm the boss. And you know what? And so somebody say, wait a minute, I created boss. Oh, that's okay. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I ain't never changed that. And if I decide to ever say anything else about myself, I don't give a fuck. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I ain't never changed that. And so it don't matter. Motherfuckers want to talk about a maiden name. Shit. I'm trying to figure some shit out for myself. It just so happens. Oh, I got a great motherfucking name. Just so happy. Shit, man. So anyway, I'm out here. I've been talking for 1 minute and 24, 1 hour and 24 minutes, rather. And I have been talking for 1 minute. And I'm learning how to count. And I'm so happy with that. And people are putting stuff out here. They want to blame the person who's doing, oh, it's this person's fault. Where they're changing the way math is and they don't know how to count. And they sit out here and they talk about, well, what's 1 times 1? Oh, yes. But you talk about what's 1 plus 1. Oh, the conversation is out here. And you're going to have to realize that. This math shit ain't adding the fuck up, but it is when you sit up there and you make motherfucking streets all motherfucking fucked up, where you got roundabouts and motherfuckers. You got these silly ass shit. That shit silly than a motherfucker. Get to know where you're at, first of all. And then you won't be so goddamn confused, quote unquote. You bitches stay telling me you confused. Why you telling me? How the fuck you gonna tell me that you confused? Why you telling me that you confused, bitch? I ain't trying to be confused. I'm not confused. So listen to what I'm saying, bitch. Maybe you won't ever have to say you confused ever again. But you're not listening. Bitch, because you want to be in competition. Little motherfuckers talk shit to me every time I call. And they gonna tell me to come to them so that they can give me a motherfucking tour. I said, ain't this about it, bitch? I said, oh, wait a minute. I said, no, I'm fine. Bitch, you not about to say some slick shit to me and I'll fuck around and go to jail because you somebody's daughter, granddaughter? No! I have tried. Them motherfucking bitches be running the fuck out of them phone lines, bitch. Motherfucker told me to say, hello, Davis residence, bitch, please. Where, bitch? Where? Shit, man, please. Where? I be the only motherfucking Davis walking in this bitch. Because have you ever cared about me? Have you ever given a fuck about me? And I ain't the only Davis. I'm the Davis right here at this motherfucking point in time. It's so many Davises. I don't give a fuck. It's a group of motherfucking white Davises. I don't care. That's a name. Those are D-A-V-I-S. Motherfucker said D 100% V-I-S. I'm alive. I don't give a fuck. I'm having a good time with myself. I'm figuring out how I can make myself dance. I figure out how I make myself move. You motherfuckers sit out here and you didn't figure out geometry, arithmetic, algebra, chemistry, orchestra, art, the law. Bitch, you sit here and change up the Constitution constantly amending it. Bitch, where? That shit ain't even been signed off on. And you still pushing it out there. And motherfuckers so broke down and burdened. And you sitting here abusing them and telling your people to do the same thing until somebody show up and like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't me. But I can and I have and I am. This shit ain't even signed. How you sitting up here telling me I can't do this shit and you got this shit out here as your rules, but it's not even signed? This shit is invalid, but you gonna bully me, bitch. Please. And then you want all due respect? What is respect? Now, you don't even know that. You just know that it's something that you get to say so that people can do what the fuck you want them to do when you're bullying. The story that I read in 2024 about the bull is this. There was a man who wanted to impress, like, perhaps somebody. I'ma tell you, I don't know the names. But I'ma tell you exactly what the fuck happened. From, as that story said. And I said, oh, this must be you bullies. I don't know what that stuff said, but somebody was saying something. Anyway, the story said that this person was trying to just do whatever they could to impress upon something. And they wanted to be harmful. And they wanted to be discreet. They wanted to hide it. That they were a murderer. But they weren't the ones who were actually doing the murdering. Wait. They wanted to seem like they weren't doing the murdering. But they were creating these vessels, these contraptions, these fucking bullshit motherfucking things. Please. I'm saying this because I don't know what they call it, and I'm saying it because this is who I am. So they want to advertise it like, oh, this is what I created, you know, and you can they sold the product. That's why I'm carrying on what you're selling. I'm not about to just be selling no any goddamn thing now. I got a little informational meeting today in a little while, but anyway, I don't know what they selling. I said I'm about to see what they selling, but I ain't got to sell it. So these people actually, they discussed the situation, and it was advertised like, you put the person in it that you're punishing, whether or not they did wrong or not, but you don't like them, nobody has to know that they're being killed. They said they will put them into this bullshit thing, and they will set them on fire, and their screams would come out it's just like it's a bull. So nobody would know the difference, because from what I'm trying to figure out here, was it some type of environment that they had bulls? Because back then, people were not killing animals like that. These motherfuckers around here barely, you know what I'm saying? You'll see some deers and of course some squirrels and all the squirrels, all these things look so much alike. It's amazing. But anyway, these animals were antelopes, and all these things were roaming free in the world. And there are places where they still elephants, still lions, polar bears, fucking penguins, koalas, kangaroos, giraffe. There are places. And people will find that there are many settlements or whatever around the world, but was it during this time where it wasn't strange to hear a bull sound? So this man had created an instrument. He worked and put in the effort, and he's coming up in there. And he said, I got this and I made it so you can kill people and you can burn them alive and they're going to scream. And there's going to be a sound that's going to come out of it. And it's going to just sound like a bull. And then eventually somebody said, okay, we'll see how this shit works. Might have a good idea, but who are we going to test it out on? We don't have any. And you know what? They use the same. Please. I know when to say please now. And this is not a pleasure call. This is who I am. And y'all stop fucking with me because this is who I am. But I am a big girl now. I'm big. And I'm not about to fuck around. And I've been big. But I'm grown and I don't have to just be this girl. I don't have to have any fucking... You're never supposed to know my gender, ever. If I go into that hospital room or whatever, you're not supposed to know who gave birth to the baby. If I go, it's not your business. But you all have an agenda. But this man who created this a bully. And y'all talk about the laws. You stand up and you hold up the Constitution. You damn right. You know why? Because you gonna protect them. You and then motherfuckers sitting out here. Tony Evers wrote letters to his staff and said, do not answer questions. Put them in the most secluded. If ICE come in your building, put them in an area. Try to put them away from put them in a public place, but put them in a place that's far away from the general public as you possibly can, if possible. Get on the phone and call. And I read this after I had already called to the Wisconsin Legal Counsel. How fancy. He sends out this whole itinerary to these people and runs script to them and let them know. Do not answer questions. For what? This is a public office. Why can't? And I'm not fighting Tony Evers because Tony Evers, I had said something to Tony Evers before Tony Evers was even the motherfucking governor of the state of Wisconsin. Don't fuck with me. But what the fuck are you hiding? Who the fuck is ICE that Tony Evers is saying don't comply? This is a whole nother motherfucking agency. This is another government showing up to say what the fuck you got going on. But he is going to protect his people and make sure that they ass ain't getting that these motherfuckers not bullying. So they're going to make laws. They say they work for you, but they're protecting one another. And this is why they got this shit. And so and that's why they tell you, oh, they make it so hard for me to get into college, because they say if you graduate, then your children can come to college, the same college. They don't even have to go. They can automatically be in this motherfucker. If you teach here, your children don't even have to pay tuition. But you got these motherfuckers, the righteous, out here begging for bread. For what? To bring it back so everybody can have the same thing? Wait a minute. So, I'm making some points here. Notes, notices, all that. Throwing it out there. Highlighted. I'm having a ball. I'm art in all this shit. This is my live video. This is coming from me. And also, I'm staying on task. I'm staying on point. And I'm doing exactly what I want to do. And it's coming out. They said, there's nobody. You built it, but how are we going to test it out? I'm pretty sure somebody fucked up out here, but we don't know if it's going to work. We might get caught. They might get caught. This ain't working. Much like how they talk about that people are brain dead, but they still, and they say these people are dead Because if their brain stop working, their whole body stop working. Until you fuck around and find out that everything else is still active, including their mind, but you have drugged them and probably drugged them in the goddamn saline that you claim that you putting in their body to keep them hydrated. Wait a minute, I don't know. But some people go into the hospital, they don't be brain dead when they get there. What the fuck happened? That's why they say, oh, please just sit down. Please calm down. Oh, we got to call security. You're too. Since when you don't see somebody like this in an emergency where you don't know what them people are to somebody? Bitch, everybody ain't waiting for you to have a party and a celebration. Bitch, some people want to sit there and work their way through their most miserable goddamn times together because misery loves company. I want to know what's happening. And you all protect one another because you don't want to be the one to have to test up your own stuff. And this is why you constantly try to throw me in. It say, not water this time, fire this time, right? Fuck that. It is what it is. Because what you don't know is fire comes in many motherfucking moons and directions, and the sunlight is apparently active. But that person, they said, fuck, we gonna put you up in it. That man who made that bull, he spent so much time, he was so like, and it's cold outside and my hands are feeling some cold too, but I'm like this on purpose. Like I'm just literally, this is how I feel. Like I want to just have my arms like this. Motherfuckers don't let nobody get no culture. They sit there and they kill these people and have them all in the same position. And they claim them as theirs. Nobody have any true identity, even represent themselves in their final motherfucking appearance out on earth. I mean, out in wherever. Ain't no motherfucking way everybody gonna sit here and be positioned the same way. Nobody is even supposed to die. But that person sit up there and facilitate it away. Just like those people who sit up there and they say, well, give them some anesthesia. And they take their organs. Or they cremate people. They never ask, is it against because they don't give a fuck at that point. It's about money. And that's what you're going to realize. That is the truest goddamn religion that you motherfuckers say, in God we trust. They are sitting there and saying it's about money. And so if you fucking with my money, motherfuckers, money is going to get people everything that they fucking need out here. Money is going to buy them a spouse. Money's going to buy them children. Money's going to buy them a house. Money's going to buy their own motherfucking shit to eat. Get with the motherfucking program and understand, how are you choosing to value your shit? This is why they sit up there and them bars of gold, all that gold and shit means something. You want to know, and they say allegedly that, you know what I'm saying, Africa and some people in Africa are joining forces with Russia. And they're finding, you know what I'm saying, something, you know what I'm saying, some tons of oil. They say Africa is rich in oil. But you want to know why? And then they sit there and in the United States of America walking up and trying to take people out and shit. But you claim that you so good and you so big and you so bad. But why are you worried about what somebody else is doing in their country if they're rich? And your fucking shit is stupid. How come you can't be nice and talk to these people and try to work out something where you sit up there and you mad because people are saying, I'm taking your contracts from you, you have to go. Money. You don't care, because at the end of the day, they ain't studied. They just claiming something, right? They don't know what the fuck they talking about. And then they say they don't feel it. But if they don't feel it, why are you sitting here having to drug them up even further so that they don't move? You say it's the Lazarus effect. I don't even know who Lazarus is. But ain't nobody talking about Lazarus rose again like that. You know what I'm saying? But except they are. But that's why I said people only in these groups. And they try to keep people in the group to advocate for them. But they aren't paying. They don't got no good living wage or nothing. People are going to school and learning. And I'm not going to allow you to make a mockery out of anything that I have and the knowledge that I have for myself and the knowledge that I'm trying to get for myself. Because what you better realize is this. Shit, knowledge is doing what? And fuck it, I said, knowledge is trumping some of you motherfuckers' money. Yes, it is. And they say probably Donald Trump, hi. Donald J. Trump, hi. I don't know you. But what I can say is I ain't hating on you. And I believe that you are not wearing a wig. Cause I was looking, I said, is that a toupee? No, how could you wear a wig? And I see right now, I don't give a fuck. How are these people losing hair? Oh my goodness, please. Because, listen, I cannot have somebody leading my path every motherfucking where I'm going, because I am not going to fall apart on the way there. If you look at the story of Hansel and Gretel, these two people, whoever they were, got into this magical forest of some sort, but they knew that it was a way out. I'm not missing my point at all. I got books all around this motherfucker, as I should. And when you realize that little podium that you sit at is not big enough, I didn't see in court, the motherfucking district attorney's office was sitting right next to the Department of Children and Families together. But it was 3 goddamn desks in there. Everybody should have had, the district attorney's office should have never paired up with the motherfucking children and family. They're supposed to be non-motherfucking biased. Check reference. It's another desk there. This is about making sure that you quote unquote rehabilitate my family. I don't got no support in this bitch but myself, because I hold it all in my hands. I am the support. I'm what you need. My words. It ain't me. It's my motherfucking name. I cannot have somebody leading me everywhere that I'm going, knowing that I have to take care of myself. I don't want to be like Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and I don't know Hansel and Gretel. And I can speak to the point of Hansel and Gretel just like Jack and Jill. They went up that motherfucking hill to fetch a pail of water. Motherfucker tried to sneak diss me when I tried to tell some people on a road trip about that story, but did not want to hear what I had to say. I ain't never been good enough to have a conversation. Hold on now. Hansel and Gretel left a trail to make sure that they found their way back. They must have got hungry or something. Got something on here. I'm just trying to. They run into this house, probably smelling of nice ass fresh baked goods, probably all kinds of shit, stuff all around it. That woman, fatten them up, 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 fatten them up. For what reason, I don't fucking know. But there is a story to be told, and the way that you look at it is to help you. But what book is accurate? And most of those books are pretty consistent. Until you look at those stories where they changed the whole motherfucking point of view. See, people were talking shit about me, didn't know where I was coming from. When they try to tell you what happened with Cruella de Vil, it wasn't shit about murdering no motherfucking body. See, I don't know if you missed the concept or not, but when you look at these stories, and you look at these Snow White stories, and you look at all this stuff, how it really goes down, motherfuckers are starting to be able to tell their story now. But all that shit don't have to be necessarily true. They got Return of Jafar. You know what I'm saying? They got all kinds of shit out here. Let them come. All you come. Motherfuckers talk about come with all your labor. Come with all your motherfucking labor. Come. But you can't touch me. I don't give a fuck. That's the rule. And I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck. Come with it. And what you gonna have to motherfucking realize is I have a right to talk. And I have a right to defend myself. And you and your police officers and all this shit cannot motherfucking stop me. So, you're gonna protect yourself so that you don't have to be caught up in the shit that you are creating. Until somebody say, you know what? I'm the real person that's putting my foot down. How about you stand true and prove what you're saying? And it comes back on you, and you in trouble. And this is why they keep amending rules to protect you constantly. This is why the places that I'm supposed to be able to call to, they don't got no motherfucking room on their clock, because they constantly defending all you motherfuckers who fucking up at work. And so they're going to abuse me and put me in jail to keep your dumb ass out of jail, because ain't no way that you going to miss your job and can't pay your house. You ain't going to be able to pay your school fees for your children and motherfucking sports. Your private school motherfucking education, your life insurance, your car insurance, your motherfucking homeowners association, your motherfucking alumni motherfucking fees. Cause you're gonna be in jail. So they're gonna take me and say, what do you actually have? And that's why they use their discretion. There's laws in the courts where they look and see how, even though this person is right, how does it affect the other community? They're going to find a basis to see this person fucked up, but this person did not. This person is the real person who should go to jail, but this person has way more than this person. It's going to hurt this person more to go to jail than it's going to hurt this person to go to jail. Let's send them to fucking jail, and ain't nobody gonna miss them. They're not doing shit. Bitch, except when you took all my shit. And that's why you took it, bitch. I'm not your motherfucking sacrifice. But bitch, I'll get out this motherfucker and say, moo. I don't know what the fuck a bull sound like. But I'm gonna tell you something. You hear me? That motherfucking man made that bitch a brass or whatever the fuck he did, cause he wanted to get paid. That motherfucker was, I don't know. They said, you get in it. Those are the real bosses to say, listen, don't come to me with some bullshit unless you prepared to prove yourself. I don't need you to come. I know what I'm doing. There was this job. I said, I don't know if I want to work this job. $200 a day ain't much. But I don't know if I want to. I don't know what they going to be doing to these people. I had work home health care and they never did pay me. Them motherfuckers wanted me to damn near the whole thing switched. When they hired me, they said I was supposed to be getting this woman up, putting on her swing music. They said she was listening to somebody out of Racine. Said her family owned real estate. Her son is a real estate agent, and you know, and this is why they don't like motherfuckers like me working. But I'm gonna tell you something. I did not get paid. And not only did I not get paid, those people were mean to me. They knew and they say, oh, we sold the business. They keep selling the business, but I'm still happy with who I am. You keep selling your business so your ass won't get in trouble. And you keep renaming it and having the same people working there. I don't give a damn. Because what you have to realize is, I don't want no harm to come to me, and I damn sure don't give a fuck about you to even put you in a position where you have authority over me, where I would change anything about my life to hope for you to have something. I'm not on a buddy pass with you. I told them people in jail, I do not want you to handcuff me together with nobody. That is illegal. They talk about they don't have enough handcuffs. Well, make multiple trips with your lazy ass. It is illegal for you to handcuff people together like that. I am not on the same case. You're not going to take pictures with me with these motherfuckers and switch the crime up. I'm not about to be party. I'm telling you, they bust moves in these bitches. They literally, okay, what I'm going to tell you is, they do some stuff to people and they change it up and they falsely accuse people behind closed doors too. And they they change up charges. They flip this shit. And that's what they spend most of the time on. They already probably have all this shit, because even when I went to jail, they had already called to the district attorney's office I was still on the phone talking to them. How the fuck you already got approval to call the district attorney's office and ask, could you fucking arrest me? That shit was illegal. And then they called for my competency. How? This is a fresh charge. I didn't even do anything. I'm just sitting here. That is illegal. Because I didn't want to use a public defender. Because you worried now? What you worried about? But I got enough time out here to try to put my shit together and fight for my life. These motherfuckers talk about they don't change competency hearings for nobody. But damn, that motherfucking evaluator show was able to change the court date, and you changed it. Appreciate it. Make it make sense. That man sit up here. And what I'm saying about this Hansel and Gretel, so people be losing their hair just on this journey. Just dropping pieces of themselves, trying to find their way back. And never know if they're going to find their way back or not. But I don't need to drop myself, because I'm going to tell you something. I may not want to go back there that way. But I am going to find my way to where I want to go. And I ain't got to lose my hair. I ain't got to press my hair. I ain't got to do shit, braid it or nothing. This is how my hair been coming out my head. You don't want nobody to see this, because I'm supposed to look like you. If you give yourself time, you're going to see who you really are. You ain't going to need to do nothing. Take care of yourself and be beautiful in who you are. I have proved that. I have shaved my hair a bald. I had got my hair cut. You know what? And the person didn't even cut it how I want to cut it. And I have taken this shit constantly, where I show my appearance to the world, and I know goddamn well I have to face the world looking like something that I didn't even want to motherfucking look like. I don't always have to look to somebody else to do for me. I have to have confidence in myself. And I do not have to be scared to show up as who I am. Because I'm not out here making a bull to put you in, to burn you, and to disguise your screams. That's not me. That's what they doing. There's information out here. This is why they taking the live videos off at the 30 days and doing all shit. Because a motherfucker sit there and figure some shit out. But better believe they keeping every motherfucking video. Better believe somebody got this shit. Better believe them phones that's $2,000 and $3,000. Oh, they worth something to pay a high ass $200 phone bill to screen record and do every fucking thing that you need to do. Oh, don't worry about it. Intelligence is a good thing at times. Technology matters. They don't even sell them. They don't even give a motherfucker the chance to go to the stores around here, because a motherfucker sit there and put that $2,000-$3,000 on the goddamn table. You're gonna put older. Why don't Metro PCS have modern phones out here because they know a motherfucker would pay for it. They don't want you to learn how to get through the problems that they are facing because some of them just now learning. You want to talk about entry level? You want to talk about all these different things? Then talk about it. I show up as I am. I go to a job and I say, I have my own business and I manage and I run. I qualify. I might want to come here and I might want to work and do some stuff, but I'm not working to take your culture or anything. I'm working to make money. I said so much already, but again, it is what it is. And I have to continue to live my life for me, for who I am as a person. I've been talking for 2 hours and 29 seconds. And I really was intending to talk just for probably, 10 minutes because I had something to say. But this stuff matters to me. And I'm put it out here and it's plain and simple. I listen to my own videos. I care about myself. I'm looking at my veins. My veins can get bigger than this and grow. And the more clean I get, I give myself permission to grow. Every time I have to constantly insult myself by saying, if I eat some dirty food, you don't know what the fuck. They sit here, they do all kinds of things. They say, that's why I say, don't get high off your own supply. Why not? Where you, and like I said, I said, I don't know what they're doing. I have a conscience in my mind to say, listen, I have to take care of myself and I have to understand what this is and what it's about. I don't have to do everything that you're doing just because I'm in the same city as you. It don't work like that because it's other things. So why don't I qualify to do something else? Why you got me down here doing the dirty work? There was a fish tank and it was like these allergy eaters. And the motherfuckers would be all in the fish tank, all around it. All around, keeping the motherfucking fish tank clean, just eating up every motherfucking thing they came there with. Any nasty thing, anything in the motherfucker. And the goldfish just swimming around that motherfucker. Until you find out that they say catfish like that. They say lobsters like that. They say shrimp and like roaches. And people like to eat that shit. And matter of fact, just like the chicken wing, they said they got that from black man in Buffalo. They said that black man, he used the chicken wings. And they said that was, and I ain't never hear the story. Then I said, damn, this is trying to, cause they said they would always throw away the chicken wing. That was the cheapest part. Now it's probably one of the most expensive parts of the chicken or whatever. They said that man made flavor sauce or whatever. Everybody was coming, black man, till they want to run him out of town. And something happened. He left. He came back, and some of them same people that was coming to eat at his shit took over his whole motherfucking thing, his whole whatever he made, and he looking like, wow. I don't know the story. But what I'm telling you is they'll sit up there and they make fun of you and tell you how awful you are. And you turn around and they come doing the same motherfucking thing because they believe that you won't ever be able to see the light of day. They're going to make it as theirs. And that's why they sit up there and want me to sign up for all the forcing me on their membership. Bitch, you ain't came with no contract and say that I get no motherfucking money. I ain't stole that much from you, bitch. Where is them closed down? You took that shit. You called the police. You ain't offered me no modeling deal. You ain't offered me no job, bitch. Where? See, you want to get technical and do some shit because you're going to show up and say that you're going to force me to be a member and then try to call the police or kick me out. And you don't need my business. If you don't need my business, why the fuck are you standing here? You insulting me, motherfucker. Believe that. Cause I got this motherfucking, right here came from motherfucking clothes, bitch. I pay for this shit. I went into Kohl's before this. I met up with this guy. I went and I bought some shit before I went. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't buying I had money, but I wasn't buying shit. Cause I didn't plan on really leaving the fucking house much to be, you know what I'm saying, whatever. This don't have shit to do with him cause I did not wear it. I didn't wear this to fucking way months later, but I seen it and I like it because I was wearing this pattern of stuff and it's a Nike when I bought it. But what I'm saying is I can just show somebody better than I can tell them. Kohl's didn't have shit that I was interested in, really. I couldn't barely find anything. I could have bought a jogging suit or whatever. And as I have went in there and I purchased things. And so don't try to make it seem like, because I'm telling you, motherfuckers have spent money in Kohl's. But what I'm saying is these people want to say and have some claim and authority instead of just being who they are. You got everything that you can possibly get. They talk about how Donald Trump and his family refused to let black people live up in their apartments. They had a choice they had to make. It was a business move probably because nobody will probably want to live in the same building as black people. Nobody, first of all, a lot of times people are targeting black people. Black people are accepting anything. You know what I'm saying? People are out here and influencing black people, enforcing black people. Sometimes you got to stand up and say, I'm not dying and I'm not accepting this. I don't have to. But of course, you want to live your life and fight for who you are. And I understand that. Live, and you don't have to do it for the culture. You do not have to. We shall overcome. You don't have to do nothing. All you have to do is maintain your house. Do whatever you want and don't have to fuck with nobody. You do not have to do this for the cause of nobody else because you're black. You do not have to worry about nothing. You can work a job. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm not doing this because everybody else doing it. I'm doing it for myself. I don't go out and vote for them people. I vote for them. I don't have to even vote for myself. I take care of who I am for my own self personally. I'm not letting them speak for me. But you do whatever you want to do. But I'm not going to sit up here, even if I did not know the story, and make something to burn somebody alive just because I want something from them that I cannot get or for any reason at all, and disguise it and fuck around, and I had to hop my ass in there. That man had to be the first one to hop his ass in there. He had to show his work. Believe that. And these are the lessons that people learn constantly over and over and over and over again. Show your work. I don't give a fuck if some of the answers are in the back of the book. You give me a problem. Don't you tell me what to do with that problem. And this is why they created new math now. You cannot set nobody down and force them to die at all because people can come up with their own things. Numbers do not belong to you. You cannot tell me because I come and I show up with $2 bills and you show up with $1 bills that you're better than me. I come with $100. You come with $50, but so it might not even add up because you know what? I may come out with some quarters or 50-cent pieces or whatever as well. My shit may weigh more than yours. The problem is, why are you trying to worry about why are you counting my money? And if you in the same class, it don't add up. And this is why they talk about segregation and mixing. And so you say, put these people in special education and give them our leftovers. I do not want your motherfucking leftovers. And sometimes leftovers do taste better the next day. But if it's what I cooked, the fuck you mean? I'm not about to go to nobody goddamn. They do it in jail. They send leftovers sometimes from They do it once a week. Matter of fact, they get everything that they cooked that whole motherfucking week and put it in a soup with a goddamn sandwich. I was so upset that I said, I don't even eat meat. Everything in here is meat. I literally was crying and this fucking guard was blaming me and I said, you are starving me. That bitch refused to go and talk to them people. That bitch, you know why? Cause they like to see that shit. They want to see. I wonder if I ain't gonna ever eat that motherfucking meat. They sit there. I'm not gonna go to a restaurant and they say, oh, here's the leftovers. We made this yesterday, the day before yesterday. This was from somebody else's plate or some shit like that. Where? So it is what it is. I'm going to continue to live my life for me. I'm going to do the things that I have to do for myself. And that's all I can say. I don't have anything else that I could possibly say to anybody to prove anything. I don't have to prove anything. I don't. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. Ever or at all. All I have to do is continue to be myself. And it is what it is. I don't even really want to eat potato chips like that. I want some real food. I don't know, because I'm wondering. I'm looking at what I'm eating. All that fake ass oil that they use, I ain't no telling what it is. But also in me, I have to take care of myself. I can't depend and rely on you or anybody. Because I don't know where you're going. I don't know if I ever see you again. All I can see is myself. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is live my life for me. That's it. All I can do is take care of myself. People are suffering, struggling, don't have what they need to take. And so they got to teach the same thing every day. You're not bringing anything to the table. I ain't always going to be at the table. I may not always sit at the table with you. I eat way more peanut butter than just what I just did, but I'm not gonna eat I have to continue to live my life, do the things that I need to do for me. I don't know what people use when they make their food. All I know is I gotta eat. Forced to be out here and let people choose customs for my life. How can I make anything? Then it's the same tradition. They celebrate the same thing over and over. Every day I have a victory. Every day. But people put marks on their calendars. Who will fucking possibly ever go to work? People are advocating, just like I said, Black History Month. That's your chance to get out there and go through some doors and figure some stuff out. November, it's a law I came across, even in Wisconsin. That's a time where you can take care of your family, do what you have to do. And people sit there and they exercise that right. And they got advocates and attorneys and leaders and stuff to shut it down and advocate and open it up for them. And you have to accept that. And they don't tell everybody because they got all these people, black people especially, working in their plants, working in their jobs, doing all these things. And they can't because they have not mastered the time. But they want to master the people and put them on some time. You cannot even take care of your own self. You have formed a business that you can't even control on your own. And you are banking on the promises of somebody else showing up where they can't even be themselves. You have taken advantage and you have allowed somebody to sign a contract and you don't even let them have enough money to eat or drive a new car. Why would I want, if I had the money, I'm not going to sit up here and do something and the person right with me ain't going to do shit. Now, if you don't fuck with me or whatever and you didn't show me that you don't fuck with me, then that's different. But I'm going to put in some kind of effort somewhere. For real. I'm going to continue to live my life. And do the things that I'm supposed to do to take care of myself. And so, nobody know. And then they sit up there and people claim that they figure out a way to get the job and they don't qualify and they have the liability. How much funding you gonna get on your taxes where you constantly can't even, you say that you got 30 people working for you, 100 people working for you, and you got to keep firing people and then you get one and so you fuck up your business so you got to force it. People come and finesse you and take over your whole motherfucking job while you trying to take over somebody else, your ass being taken over. That shit a little funny to me, but I couldn't get the laugh out. Inhale, exhale, straight up, and that's just, it's a serious situation, but I'm happy to live my own life and do the things that I have to do for myself. Because there is no failure. I have to take care of me. And so that's just how it is. I create this shit all on my own. This is what works for me. Is what I have to take care of me to get through my day, to do the things that I want for me. It used to be this thing yourself. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, he's knocking at your door. Like, damn, motherfuckers just say, Candyman. Look in the mirror, you gonna see Candyman. Look in the mirror, they say they retired Candyman, the black mom, the black horror person. They got Chucky, they got Dennis the Menace, they got Problem Child, they got Matilda. These motherfuckers out here. Motherfuckers got Jason and Freddy, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. I said, damn, it's people out here. I seen somebody with the last name Krueger. People are out here living their life, and ain't no motherfucking way. I was smiling at the motherfucker to see. I seen somebody in jail named Krueger, and I seen somebody out in the streets named Krueger. I wasn't scared for shit. I smiled like a motherfucker, like, whoa. I'm not hating. It's good to see you. Live your life. I don't know what the fuck you doing. I don't know why you doing it. I'm not in your way. Don't get in mine. All I'm trying to do is be happy and beautiful. If I can make a motherfucking roll of a piano, all my stairs to be a piano, any motherfucking thing, I can do it. Oh, I'm out here. And there are movies like Annie and Cinderella and Big and Little and all kinds of shit. Little probably ain't. I ain't gonna put Little in that too much. I ain't gonna really put Little in that movie, in that category. But A Little Princess. It's a black Annie, a white Annie. There are all sorts of movies out here that people can watch and appreciate and learn from. You don't have the upbringing that I have, that's fine. I've never sit up here and did these things because I had to or I wanted to be like this. For some reason, I just had it all in me. I was behaving on my own. Nothing is carrying me. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it. I might want to jump on somebody's back one day and have fun and play around or whatever. Probably not, because I rather, you know what I'm saying, to be able to look at that person and see what the fuck they doing. I'm doing have fun, run. I have life in me. I want to still run and do things and have a good ass motherfucking life. It's not over for me, but they have convinced people in their 30s and their 40s, oh, your body's breaking down. No, your body is building up, and what you tell your body to do, that's what it's gonna fucking do. I'm not gonna be out here like this. You got these barbers learning from these fucked up ways that's abusing you. They're shaving your hair backwards, peeling your shit back so that you can, instead of cutting your hair forward, they are fucking up your hairline. I'm telling you, barbers were once in a doctoral position. They know better. And some people are being taught fucked up. They gotta realize they are making your ass bald, fucking up your hairline, the way that your hair is growing, but don't let it bother you. Brush your shit. Take care of your shit. They're not properly cleaning the shit, the stuff that they're using. I mean, it's just a mess. The same brush. I come with my own stuff. Who are you coming? Who is this person? Oh, I can't have you in here. You too much. You doing too much. Not everybody else. I don't have time to take care of you. You goddamn right. I take care of myself. Thank you. Because if I have to come in here and use the same motherfucking brush that they using and it's not clean, I'm straight. You barely even watch them motherfuckers go up there. They use the same brushes that they use for people's nails and all that shit, pass it along. And they sit up there, this is what they created. These are all their people. No. I can do whole lectures, literally, on what I'm talking about. But I'm saying, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, people hair falling all out and shit for what? As beautiful as you are, successful you are, and how the fuck are you losing your hair? Make that shit make sense. People out here sitting there making people's spouses sick and not taking care of them, and then they had the nerve to say, Then they can't even be there for their own people because of what? Got people on all kind of medications and all kind of stuff. And people going to people and having them to take care of them and stuff, and don't know that them people are not taking care of you. So I want to do things that I have never even heard of before, you know what I'm saying? And I want to live. I'm choosing to live my life. Huh? Oh yeah. Some what I'm trying to say here. I want to live my life. I want to take care of myself. I want to do the things that like cocoa and cocoa or whatever is different. Cocoa it's natural, but it's not the purest sin of it. Though it's spelled kind of with the same letters, but it's another one like cocoa that is actual more pure. It's not broken down as much. And they advertise it, but they don't really sell it. Cause I said, wait a minute, they brought me the wrong shit. And motherfucker said, I brought you, no. It's a difference. It ain't the same, motherfucker. And that's why I have to do my own shopping and my own things. And in time, it don't have to always be, I have to do a domestic or international or anything like that. All I have to do is just take care of myself. But this is fine for now. And it's something that I know that I can have access to that is appropriate. Chocolate is formed when ingredients are added together. So please. But anyway. I'm living my life. I have to keep it on for myself. I'm important. Somebody was talking. I said, do you want to go out in the street and fight me or something? Without having to call the police and all that shit? Are you trying to fight me? What? Because I'm not even doing anything to you. Shit, I don't even know you. I told you I don't want to fuck with you. You made your choice or whatever. And then when you can't talk to me, you still on some bullshit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Talking about, I don't care. If you say, if you sneeze, I'm going to say, bitch, why do you have to say anything to me? Your job is not to bless me. I'm going to tell you that right motherfucking now. It ain't nobody's job to bless me. Shit. I'm my own brown, man. These places got everything that they possibly, because they had to. All foods, hospitals, all that. I said, you all got everything here. But they need a doctor to say it's okay. They'll get it. They'll bring it in. But then they tell me that I can't be a doctor because of what's on my record and all these different things because I never had to do a crime in my life. right? The crime have been done to me by the school to prison pipeline, by not teaching me, by having stupid counselors. Like, how you gonna skip? Like, if like, okay, so my daughter went to my home middle school. It's a black counselor. They never even let her go see that black counselor. They made her go see a whole nother a counselor from the previous year. I said, wait a minute, that's why they ain't like me. They ain't like me for a number of reasons. But one of the reasons was because I said, wait a minute. And that's why they tried to take the power away from me. Because I was up there active. Don't believe if they tell you I was not an active mother. I don't give a fuck how much they hate me. All these up, this is the 8th grade or 7, whatever it was, counselor, whatever. Now, ain't no other black people up in here that my daughter can talk to. And the one black person that my daughter can talk to, y'all say she can't talk to that person. The counselors are people who are going to make sure that they set people up for academic success, give people information, tell them what they may or may not know, confirm things, and make sure that those people have success, make sure that they have the proper classes, see what's a good fit to advance. Say, okay, if you want to play sports, if you want to do this, if you want to do that. I'm not hating, because whatever relationship my daughter want to make, she can make it out here on her own. It ain't shit that y'all can do to take away. And that's why I said, I do not like how these people went behind my back and still going behind my back. Not telling me about any motherfucking thing. Because they know that they're doing wrong and they hiding from me and they ass is in trouble. And that's why they trying to hurry up and put me in jail. And that doctor's office where my son still haven't called me back. That hospital still haven't called me back. They tell you right there. That shit they're not real. They're not doing their actual jobs. They are being harmful. If they care, they will have enough people. It's too many people out here roaming the streets at these workforce development. They ain't having no job fairs or nothing. All they got to do to go to the workforce development center and say, who can answer some phone and make some calls back? Who can we train? But you rather for me to come and sue your ass for $1 billion. Yeah, I know. Because you're going to get $2 billion back. I understand. But that's why I do not have to believe in you. You are not the expert on me. I'm going to eat what I'm eating. I'm going to take care of myself. And not just look at you like, okay, fine, that's what you believe in. That's what you're trying to force me to. But I'm going to say what I have to say. And I'm going to do all I can so you don't kill me. Because I don't want to kill you. I don't care to kill you. I'm not trying to come to your funeral or nothing. So what would I possibly get out of harming you? There's nothing that I would possibly get from harming you. Nothing at all. There's nothing that I would get from harming you. Because I'm not trying to stop you because you're trying to stop me. You're trying to stop me because you're trying to start. Well, I'm gonna live my life. I'm going by my business. Take care of myself. Do the things that I have to do for me. And I'm here. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm gonna come on some other time with a live video, of course, I'm sure. But I just wanted to say some things out here, and I just hope that, and I'm sure that what I said means something. And people say, oh, did I have unorganized thoughts? That is so inappropriate to say. You are supposed, because that don't even make sense. How do you know what I'm thinking? And like I said, if you all are that skilled that you can read my mind, you still can't speak on it because I have not given you permission to read my thoughts. And I'm sure that people are out there skilled in ways, to read people's thoughts and do all kinds of stuff. Sure. I'm sure. There are some very intelligent people, and they do things and they pattern these things and they handle their business. I'm not hating. But the thing is, why are you the only ones that can know it? And you're not. And this is why people are separating themselves and they say, listen, I just cannot do this. I have to make it. Even though I'm black, I cannot fuck with you because you are stopping me from growing. Everywhere I go, you are causing a scene. You are fighting me. I'm not. I have a choice to tell you to get the fuck away from me. I have a choice to tell you that I don't want to be bothered with you. I don't have to. There's no court order forcing me to talk to you. And you know what? They talk about blood is thicker than water. They put all kind of shit in the water these days. They got mud water out here. They sell it at Woodman's. I don't give a fuck. And I'm sure Woodman's not the only place, but that's where I've seen they sell that, and I don't fucking know. But they got shit out here. It's black. I was gonna buy some of that, but I ain't know, and I had to buy some. Make sure I got exactly what I was trying to get. So, I ain't let nobody fuck around with me like that. I'm living my life. I'm taking care of myself. So, okay. That's that. I'm here. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I am alive. I'm right here right now. I'm supposed to say, this is how this is where I am right now, and I know where I am. I'm taking care of myself, and I'm doing very good. And I know that I have enough presence of the mind to make sure that that is understood of my own self. Who I am matters to me. I know how to read, I know how to write, I know how to figure myself out. I mean, there's a lot of things out here that, there's words that I have to constantly look into and figure out, okay, I need a dictionary. I can't just understand it like that. I can't look at that. Oh, I just said this. And then it's like, oh, well, you're never going to really get the true understanding. So just let it go. Okay. And if you come after, we're going to come after you. Like, whatever. Get the fuck out of here. I'm choosing to be happy and articulate that. Now what? Yeah, speak on happiness, goddammit. That's what you could do. Tell me I'm unhappy. Bitch, I don't talking about like sharing with you. Bitch, sharing. You want me to say admitting they kept talking about sharing. Oh, you are saying basically you are sharing? No, bitch, I don't want to talk about that with you. Next fucking question. I hear you, bitch, but I don't have to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck about it. But you better understand in your own personal goddamn life. Shit. Bitches. And this might be your college, bitch. You don't want to tell nobody that part too, bitch. I do not give a fuck. Now, since you know it all, bitch, you don't know me and you've been waiting for me to call. Shit, so why didn't you just call me, bitch? What's the hold up? Call me. You ain't gotta, don't keep yourself in suspense. Why would you? You know what you want? Just call me. I promise. It's so
so real. It is so true. Ah, goodness. Ah. Goodness. Not playing. Okay. Whew.
I am here. I'm living my own life, and I'm showing that I'm alive. I'm showing that I'm happy. I'm out here. And this is what is important to me for my own self. And I'm going to continue to live. And that's what I can do. But I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to keep living, alive, active. I'm myself. I am Jasmine Renee Davis.